Welcome to Wednesday, everyone. This is Nick. Chapter 8. The First Morning is live now. Leo's first day in the container. Cold metal, no sleep, fear every noise as Magnus coming for him. Silas doesn't ease him in. Coffee, a sandwich, then the truth about Sarah's 1-year sentence. From there, it's straight to scrubbing toilets, sterilizing gear, tracing flash. No machines, no shortcuts. Just hard, humbling work to start rebuilding what he broke. Full audio right here. Hit play and feel the grind begin. All links to YouTube, Spotify, Rumble, and more in the link tree. Patreon members get Chapter 9 1 week early. It's available now over there. Book releases April 5th on Amazon. Let's get to it.
Chapter 8, The First Morning. Leo woke to cold. Not the abstract cold of turning down the thermostat, but the invasive structural cold of metal walls and early October air seeping through every gap in the shipping container. His breath came out in white clouds. He'd barely slept. Every sound, the distant traffic, the rattle of a dumpster lid, the wind against the container, jerked him awake with his heart hammering. Certain Magnus's people had found him. But dawn had come, gray and indifferent, light bleeding through the gaps around the door. His phone was dead. He had no watch. No way to know the time except the quality of the light. He sat up on the cot, every muscle protesting. His mouth tasted like fear and hunger. The jug of water sat on the crate. He drank straight from it. The water so cold it hurt his teeth. He splashed some on his face, the shock of it making him gasp. No sink, no bathroom, just a bucket in the corner. He pulled on his boots, laced them with shaking hands. The jacket, torn, stained with adhesive residue from the wire, was all he had. He put it on, stood, waited. The bolt slid back with a metallic clunk. Leo jumped, his heart slamming against his ribs. The door swung open. Silas stood there, backlit by the early morning, a massive silhouette holding a brown paper bag and a thermos. His breath steamed in the cold air.
"It's 6:45.
Silas said. His voice was flat.
You're supposed to be at the shop at 7. Up, now."
Leo stumbled forward. Silas didn't wait for him, just turned and walked toward the back door of Anchor and Iron, leaving the shipping container open behind him. Leo followed. Inside the shop, the air was warmer, but still carried the chill of morning. Silas had already started the coffee. The fluorescent lights were on, casting everything in harsh clarity. The flash on the walls watched him. Eagles, skulls, roses. Silas pointed to a folding chair at the small table in the back room.
"Sit."
Leo sat down. Silas set the brown paper bag on the table, then the thermos. He opened a cabinet, pulled out 2 mugs, poured coffee into both. Black. He pushed one mug toward Leo.
"Drink."
Leo wrapped his hands around the mug, the heat almost painful against his cold fingers. He drank. It was bitter, strong, exactly what his body needed. Silas sat across from him, the folding chair groaning under his weight. He pushed the paper bag toward Leo.
"Bacon, egg, cheese, Kaiser roll. Eat."
Leo opened the bag. The sandwich was still warm. His stomach cramped at the smell. He hadn't eaten since... When? Yesterday morning? He unwrapped it, took a bite. The food was simple, good, real. He forced himself to eat slowly, even though his body wanted to tear into it like an animal. Silas drank his coffee, watching Leo over the rim of the mug. His pale gray eyes missed nothing. The tremor in Leo's hands, the hollowness in his face, the way he ate like a man who'd been starving.
"Your mother used to make those."
Silas said. Leo stopped chewing, looked up.
"Long time ago, before you were born. She worked at the diner on Bridge Street. Good woman. Too good for your father."
Silas took another drink.
"Frank Crichton. Mechanic. Had steady hands when he was sober. Worked on my Chevelle once. Did good work. Then he didn't."
Leo swallowed. His voice came out rough.
You said he ran. That he didn't die.
That's right. Car wrapped around a tree was a lie your mother told to make it easier. He ran after a different accident. Killed a woman and her kid, drunk driving out by Rockford. Left the scene, disappeared, left your mother to raise you alone.
Silas's voice held no judgment, just fact.
She did a good job, considering what she had to work with.
The sandwich sat heavy in Leo's stomach now.
Why are you telling me this?
Because you need to understand what you're choosing. You can be like him. Run when things get hard. Leave people to clean up your mess. Or you can stay and pay your debts.
Silas set his mug down.
Your choice last night wasn't the end. It was just the beginning. Every day you'll have to choose again. Stay or run. Be the man or be the coward.
Leo said nothing. Silas stood, walked to a file cabinet in the corner, pulled out a manila folder. He dropped it on the table in front of Leo.
News from the courthouse. Your girlfriend's plea deal came through yesterday.
Leo's hands went numb.
Sarah?
1 year, Kent County Jail. Possession with intent to distribute. Could have been 5. Could have been federal. Her lawyer did good work. Probably helped that she didn't give the cops anything on you or Magnus.
Silas sat back down.
She took the hit. Alone. While you were wearing a wire and crying on my sidewalk.
The words landed like hammer blows. 1 year, 365 days. Sarah in a cell because Leo had been too arrogant, too stupid, too convinced of his own untouchability.
I need to...
Leo started to stand.
Sit.
Silas's voice cracked like a whip. Leo sat.
You need to what? Visit her? Write her? Beg forgiveness? You think that helps her? You think she wants to see your face right now? You're not helping her from county lockup. You're not helping her by getting yourself killed by Magnus. You help her by becoming something other than the man who put her there. That takes time. That takes work. That takes you shutting your mouth and doing what you're told.
Silas leaned forward.
You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Silas drained his coffee.
Now let me tell you what your life looks like. You think you're a tattoo artist. You're not. You're a vandal with a steady hand. You know how to make pictures on skin. You don't know a damn thing about the craft.
He stood, began pacing. Leo kept his eyes on the table.
You will not touch a machine. Not for months. Maybe longer. You will scrub tubes until your hands bleed. You will sweep and mop this floor until you know every board. You will make flash, real flash, with brush and ink, not a computer. You will build needle bars until you can do it in your sleep. You will sterilize equipment. You will answer phones. You will do every job in this shop that has nothing to do with tattooing until I decide you've earned the right to hold a machine again.
Silas stopped in front of him.
You will live in that shipping container. You will be here at 7 a.m. every day, not 7:01, 7. You will work until I tell you to stop. You will do exactly what I say, when I say it, how I say it. You fail, you're out. No second chances. You mouth off, you're out. You show up late, you're out. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you?
Silas's eyes bored into him.
Because I'm not offering you a job. I'm not offering you friendship or forgiveness or a fresh start. I'm offering you a chance to become useful, to learn what it means to serve something bigger than yourself, to earn back a fraction of what you threw away.
He paused.
And to give Sarah something to come home to that isn't the wreckage of the life you burned down.
The mention of Sarah made Leo's eyes burn. He blinked hard, forced the tears back.
Your first task,
Silas said, his voice returning to its normal gravel,
is learning how to properly sterilize a workstation. I want every surface in this shop cleaned. Counters, stations, floors, bathroom, all of it. Cleaning supplies are under the sink. You finish that, you bag tubes for the autoclave. You understand the process?
No, sir.
Then I'll show you. Once. Pay attention.
Silas walked to the main floor. Leo followed, still holding the empty coffee mug like it was the only solid thing in the world. For the next hour, Silas walked him through the process. How to mix the cleaning solution. How to wipe down surfaces in a specific order to prevent cross-contamination. How to bag the stainless steel tubes. How to load the autoclave. How to log the sterilization cycles. His voice was patient but firm, allowing no room for questions or mistakes.
Tattooing is blood work.
Silas said, demonstrating how to seal an autoclave bag.
You fuck up sterilization. Someone gets infected. Hepatitis, HIV, worse. This isn't art. This is medicine. You treat it like your life depends on it, because someone else's does.
By the time Silas finished the demonstration, Leo's head was spinning with information. But he'd understood the core message. Nothing was beneath him anymore. Everything mattered.
Now you do it.
Silas said.
Start with the bathroom. Work your way out. I'll check your work when you're done. It's not acceptable you do it again.
He walked to his station.
Clock's ticking.
Leo got the cleaning supplies, started in the bathroom. The work was humbling, scrubbing toilets, mopping floors, wiping down surfaces that were already clean. His back ached. His hands were raw from the chemicals. But he didn't stop. This was penance. This was the price of transformation. By noon, the shop gleamed. Leo's body was exhausted, but the work felt good, honest, real. Silas inspected it, ran his finger along a counter, checked the bathroom, opened cabinets, said nothing for a long time. Finally,
Acceptable. Barely. Tomorrow you'll do it faster and better. Now go eat. You've got 30 minutes. There's a deli 2 blocks south. Get a sandwich. Be back by 12:30.
Leo left, walked to the deli, bought a turkey sandwich, making a large dent in his remaining cash. Ate half on the walk back. When he returned, Silas had a stack of flash sheets on the counter. Traditional designs, daggers, hearts, roses, clean line work, bold colors.
This afternoon you copy these.
Silas said.
Pencil first. You'll trace them until you understand the geometry. Line weight, flow. You're learning the grammar before you speak the language. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Sit.
Leo sat at the counter. Silas gave him a pencil, paper, a ruler. Showed him how to break down the designs into basic shapes, how to see the underlying structure. The work was tedious, painstaking, nothing like the freehand swagger Leo used to have. But under Silas's patient, unforgiving instruction, something began to shift. He was learning. By the time 6 o'clock came, Leo had filled 20 pages with tracings. His hand cramped, his eyes burned. But the last few attempts were cleaner than the first. Progress. Tiny, incremental, real.
That's enough.
Silas said.
Lock up. Be here at 7 tomorrow. Sharp.
Leo stood, his body protesting.
Yes, sir.
He walked out the back door to the shipping container, climbed inside. The space felt smaller now, more confining, but it was his. He'd earned it. He lay on the cot, still wearing his clothes, and closed his eyes. The first day was done. He'd survived it, and tomorrow he'd do it again.